beautiful incident. Let me try to describe an incident in the life of a great devotee called Sundara. He lived in South India, in Tamil Nadu. He's a very handsome guy. First, he wants to marry a particular girl. He wants to impress her. He tried his best, but she was not turning towards him. She was not at all bothered by him. Somehow he was not able to get the attention of her. So he straight away went to Shiva. And he's a great devotee of Shiva. He says, Master, please do something. I wanted to have her attention. That is the beauty of Shiva. Such a beautiful energy. It's a life affirming. It's life positive. It's not life negative. He says, all right, don't worry, I'll do something. It's such a beautiful energy, such a beautiful being. He says, I'll do something, don't worry. Then he goes in the dream of that girl. And he says, this guy is a nice guy. And he's a handsome guy. And he's a really honest fellow. And he tells all sorts of things. And tells her, please marry him. Really, you'll have a good life. He inspires her, finishes everything, comes back, and then he comes to this guy again. And he says, see, I told all lies about you. I know you are not honest. I know you won't keep her. I know what all you will do. But even then, I lied. Please take care of my words. And please just at least try to act so that she doesn't feel I told all lies about you. And he's trying his best and he convinces this guy, please act a little bit smart and don't do anything immediately. Finally, this guy also says, all right, I'll try my best to act according to you. Anyway, the marriage happens. As usual, within 6 months, everything is gone. Honeymoon is over. That is why it is called honeymoon, not honey sun. How long a moon will stay? What is the life of the moon? 16 days. And this emotion also will stay only for 16 days. That is why it is called honeymoon. Anyhow, honeymoon is over. Now this fellow has naturally started seeing the next door. He has started seeing the next door. Now he feels bored. He says, enough. It's a big problem. Actually, one more story about this marriage. One couple who were in love for more than 2 years, they decided to get married. They were driving towards the church. On the way, a big accident, both of them died. Reached the heaven. They asked Saint Peter, can we marry? Saint Peter said, I have to talk to God. God asked, marriage in heaven? God, we never heard about it. All right, tell them to wait for 5 years. After 5 years, if they want to get married, let us think about it. After 5 years, they came. They want to get married. God says, oh God. All right, wait for 5 more years. Again, after the 5 years, they came back. They are very clear that they want to get married. Finally, God said, all right. He himself arranged a big party. When God gives party, you know how it will be. And a big marriage, big celebration. Everything happened, over. Somehow within 6 months they realized the mistake which they have done. And they think they can't live together anymore. They come back to God and say, God, we feel we have done a mistake and we want to go for divorce. God says, divorce? I told you again and again, it took 10 years for me to find a priest in the heaven. I don't know how long it will take to find a lawyer in heaven. It took 10 years for me to find a priest. I don't know how long it will take to find a lawyer. Anyhow, now Shiva is in the same problem. This guy after 6 months goes to him again and he says, no, I don't want to live with her anymore. I wanted to see the next person. Shiva is terribly annoyed. Says, what nonsense you are doing? I told you again and again. Finally he says, all right, but I will not allow you to stay in this same town because I have given too many big words about you to her. At least go out so that I can save my face. And anyhow, this fellow starts wandering. Means in the name of going to the different Shiva temples, he starts his journey. So-called spiritual journey. Not in search of Shiva. He goes to but this girl is so intelligent, he knows about this fellow. And she takes a promise. You should not marry anybody. And this fellow, because he is not able to do anything unless he gives the promise, she will not let him go. He gave the promise and went away. He thought, after all, what is there? One word. He went away. He came to Chennai, the present Chennai. And still the place where this incident happened, still the place is there. It's just beautiful, sweet memories where all these great leelas happened, where God walked as an ambassador for a human being just because he is a devotee, just because he feels connected to him. The utmost respect paid to the devotion. Whether it is happened or not, who cares? But even the concept that so much of devotion is, so much of respect is paid to the devotion of the devotee is such a wonderful thing. Just to understand that truth, you can cherish all these stories. It can transform your being. It can just make your heart so beautiful and so light. Even if it is story, it's okay. It is such a beautiful story. We can cherish them. The next story, the same guy, in Chennai again he fell in love with another one girl. Now, this girl is also not ready to give her attention to him. Somehow he is not fortunate fellow. He doesn't know the technique or knack. And he doesn't know the technique. He is not able to get her attention. Again this fellow goes to Shiva. Oh God, Shiva, please do something. I really feel funny. And the Shiva goes second time. And you will be surprised. He goes second time. Second time he says, all right, I'll do something. Wait. He goes directly. This time not even in dream. In the waking state itself he goes. The story says, he walked without the chappal, without the sandals, because an ambassador cannot go with upper cloth and sandal. Sandal and upper cloth is not allowed for ambassador. Ambassador means you are a servant. So when Shiva starts walking, The Sundara says, hey, now you are my servant, drop the sandal and the upper cloth. And Shiva leaves the sandal and the upper cloth. The upper cloth and the sandal cannot be used by servants in India. The servant class people can't use the Angavastra, they call upper cloth, and the chappal, both they should not use. And he leaves both of them in one place outside the temple and starts walking in the street without chappal. He says, Sundara says, you should go without chappal and upper cloth. Only then she will believe you are my servant. Shiva says, yes, I will do. And with the Trishula and Trinetra, leaving the chappal and the upper cloth, as a servant, he is going to that girl's house. The girl was shocked to see the Lord of the universe, Shiva himself, is coming to her house without the upper cloth and chappal. And she suddenly realizes, yes, oh God, oh Lord, whole world serves you. Why do you become servant of somebody? What happened to your upper cloth and the sandal? You are coming as a servant. What happened to you? Whole world is servant to you. And he says, I am the servant of my devotees. So I have come to represent one of my devotee as his servant. And she says, before even you tell me, now I tell you whatever you want I will do. Please first wear your upper cloth and the chappals. I can't see, I can't bear you without your upper cloth and the chappal, you serving somebody. Now I accept whatever purpose you came, I will do without asking. Please wear your chappal and upper cloth. Then Shiva says, oh, I am very happy now. I have now done my job. Please marry that guy. That's why I came. I have come here to give you the information, or I come here as ambassador to represent him. I want you to marry him. She says, just for the sake of your upper cloth and the chappal, I will marry him. Please wear your dress. I can't see you as a servant for somebody. And the story says, both of them got married. Again after 6 months, this fellow, he goes to Shiva and says, now I feel better, the first one is, I feel much better with the first one, I wanted to go back. Actually, I have seen many couples, after divorce, 2-3 years they feel connected. After the divorce of 2-3 years, they again feel like living together. Anyhow, Shiva says, don't talk to me, don't tell me anymore. Enough now, I can't do anything. Don't bring anything to me now. Either you live or get lost. I can't do anything. Then he says, no, how can you say to me, I am your devotee, how can you say to get lost, you have to do something. And it is a very sweet, beautiful conversation. I can't translate the whole thing, but I can at least give the story. And he says, no, you have to do something for me. I am not able to forget her. I wanted to go back and live with her. And by now, the second one came to know that this fellow is already married. This fellow is already married. And now she is creating trouble. She says, you can't leave this city. You can't leave this town to go back to her. And she is very adamant and nagging. And this fellow is telling, you have to do something. And the story takes a totally different turn. Finally, she won the game. She said, tomorrow morning, You have to promise that you will not leave this city. Not only simple promise, because she knows already he promised once to that girl and did not keep that promise. Now she says, come and promise in front of Shiva. In front of Shiva, if you promise, if you don't keep the promise, Shiva will punish you. Come to him. He only made this whole drama. Come and promise in front of him. Now nothing can be done. What to do? Anyhow, because of the nagging, he accepted. But this fellow tried to play a little intelligent game. He told Shiva, oh God, please do something. Tomorrow I am coming there to your temple to promise in front of you. Only one small request, don't be in the temple. You have done so much for me. Just do this last only one thing. Don't be in the temple. Go and sit near a tree. There is a tree near the temple. Go and be under the tree. Just go and be under the tree. So that when I promise, I will promise in front of the temple. That promise will not have any power. Even if I go beyond the promise, I will not be punished. Now Shiva says, fellow, I have done so much for you. And after all, she is also my devotee. And I have to be a little truthful to her also. Anyhow, he says, all right. I will not be in the temple. I will go away to the nearby, it is called Banni tree. In Tamil they call Banni. I don't know the English name. So one tree. He says, I will go and stay near the tree. Don't worry. And he says and disappears. Then he goes to that girl and says, see, this fellow is very intelligent. This fellow told me to go and be near the tree. Anyhow, after all, he is my devotee. So I accepted to go and be near the tree. You do one thing. You are also my devotee. I cannot cheat you. You don't take the promise from that fellow in front of temple. Bring him to the tree and take the promise. Bring him to the tree and tell him to promise in front of the tree. And she says, all right. And finally, next day morning, she brought him to the temple. This fellow says, yes, let me promise in front of the temple. She says, no, I don't want you to promise in front of temple, because if you go beyond that promise, you will be punished. Better come near the tree and promise. Better come near the tree. Even if you do some mistake, I don't want you to be punished. After all, you are my husband. And this fellow says, no, I will promise only in front of temple. She says, no, you have to promise only in front of the tree. Finally, you know who will win. Naturally, only women wins. And this fellow goes to near the tree and promises in front of the tree, I will not leave this town. And promise is taken. Anyhow, now this fellow knows he is bound. Because Shiva was sitting there. Everything is done. The story says, after 6 months, this guy got a little temptation. Again, he was not able to control himself. Then he left that city. He lost his eyes as a punishment of going beyond not keeping the promise, going beyond the promise given to Shiva. Because he did not keep the promise, he lost the eyes. And then again he goes back to Shiva and says, what happened? See, I am your devotee. What happened to me? See, do something. Then finally the story ends saying that Shiva himself calls both of them, both the women, and does some pacification work, some bridging, patching work. And he blesses this devotee with eyes and with both the women. And he helps both of them to live happily with him. Finally gives him the enlightenment or ultimate liberation.